My name is JMAC and I'm the owner of JMAC Engine Shop. I completed a rebuild on this 6-cylinder out of a GT6. So it is a 2000 cc motor, and it came out of probably a 72 GT6 that was being parted out, and I bought the motor. And the block number is KF10880UE, and it was in pretty rough shape. I had to loosen the pistons up and drive them out, and the head had a crack and had to replace the head, and it's had a valve job, and the valves have all been replaced and cleaned up, and new valve guides and double springs and new rocker shaft, and the rockers, some of the rockers were replaced, and cleaned up the flywheel. The flywheel's got been resurfaced, and that comes with it. And I rebuilt it with the idea of making it a performance engine. My goal was 9.5 to 1 compression, and I did a compression test across the all 6 cylinders, and it was all right at 150 pounds. I expected it to be a little higher than that because I shaved quite a bit off the head, and the combustion chamber in the head's 37 cc's. So I thought that should get me 9.5 to 1, but it may be more like 9.1 to 1. Anyway, the pistons are flat top pistons, and of course it's been bored, and new pistons, and the rods have been reconditioned, and so the crankshaft was all cleaned up and has brand new bearings, rods, and mains, and I powder coated the covers, the valve cover, the timing cover, and the oil pan. Not too much else to really tell you about it. It was putting out 80 pounds of oil pressure from the start, and it got plenty warm, and it really didn't settle down much below 75. So it's going to hold high oil pressure. I retorqued the head and adjusted the valves after running it about 45 minutes, and so it's then I ran it again for another 15 or 20 minutes. So it's run about a little over an hour and a half. I do not have a load on it, so sometimes it sounds like it kind of putts a little bit, but that's just because I'm running it without any kind of load. It idles good, but when I speed it up, it kind of sounds like it's got a little bit of a miss. You're going to hear you might hear the fuel pump. I have an electric fuel pump on it, and you're probably going to hear the water pump. It's I rigged up an old water pump, and it has seen better days, and it kind of has a little bit of a noise to it. But I assure you that's the water pump and not the motor. So I'm going to fire it up and let you hear it run. And so here we go. Again, you probably figured that out. I'm pretty pleased with it. If you're interested in a GT6 6-cylinder or an engine for a spit 6, I will change the mount to the front plate. If you're interested in making this a spit 6, I have an extra plate from a 1500, and that would go on this nicely. But runs good, and even in spite of the old carburetors I have on it and the noise of the water pump, but I'm pretty proud of it, and hope that you find it interesting, and if you're interested in buying this engine, give me a call, and we'll talk business. Thanks for watching.